Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Angela. I'm here today with a soft-spoken video, and it's just a very quick little show and tell of some of my favorite Christmas decorations. I really love this sort of vintage-inspired decor items with the little jolly Santas and the cute little reindeer. And I just want to show you a couple of my favorite pieces. Right behind me, you'll see that there's a little Santa decoration. I love him. I'm not going to bring him down for the video, but the first thing I would love to show you is something I got a few years ago at Michael's, and I went on a hunt for this. I had seen it initially in the store, and it wasn't on sale, and I was just like, oh, whatever, I'll get it when it's on sale. But then it went on sale, and it like sold out. It was wild. But I was able to track one down finally. So again, I want to say it's about 3 years old, if not maybe 4. But it's this cute little window pane with a little Santa and vintage reindeer. It's so precious. I hang it up on my wall, and it just looks like they're peeping in the window. A little peeping Santa there, but he's so cute. Let me feel a little bit of ASMR tapping. So I love this style. It's just so nostalgic and so cozy and like inviting to me. So I'm just going to show you a couple more things that I have that are very similar to that. Again, none of these are new. I'm not sure if you can still find any of these. That window came from Michael's. I feel like I've seen it in the past couple of years, like since purchasing it. Another thing that I have that came from Michael's is this cute little Have a Jolly Holiday reindeer. The shadow box. My nails are very, very short, so tapping's probably not that great. This cute little like plastic lights up here. I just love this style. I love that pop of teal. I think it's just really really precious. I also have this little deer. So cute. Merry Christmas. This one I believe came from Hobby Lobby. I've had it for a couple of years. It's just a little cutout made of wood, but so cute. So when I was growing up, there was this house that we called it the Hanson Place, where I grew up, and it was a small town, a lot of farmland and stuff. But this one house would always go like wild with it, the Christmas decorations, and out in the front he had these reindeer that looked very similar to this style of reindeer. They were like big cutouts. I think they might have been painted. I'm not 100% sure if they were maybe like that bubbly plastic. But I remember loving going by that house when I was a kid. It was so magical because it was just lit up, like blazing lit up. And this is in the 80s. So like a very different style of lights and light bulbs and everything for Christmas lights. And then the decor was so vintage, and the owners of the house had been decorating it forever, and so they had just collected things over the years. But I think that's probably why I have such a nostalgic feeling when I see these kinds of little reindeers and the rosy-cheeked little jolly Santas, because that house had that at the forefront of the house, and it was by far one of my favorite houses to see lit up at Christmas time. And my parents would always make sure we went and drove by it several times during the month of December. And it was just such a great place. And he eventually passed on, and his wife passed on, and they sold the house. So I want to say that by the time I was a teenager, the old Hanson house was no longer being lit up and belonged to new people, but the best memories of going by that house and just seeing these adorable little reindeer all lit up with the Santa. So, anyway, and again, with the reindeer, I have two of these guys. This like little standing one. I just love him so much. He just makes my heart so happy. He's all covered in some glitter, sparkles. And I have this little companion. They're so cute. I'll turn them around. They also give that the vibe of the old movie Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, sort of just in the way that they're made, and I just love it. I love it so much. Oh, he like sparkles, is so cute. So that was just a super short little show and tell. Just thinking back of like nostalgic things, and like every year there's always movies that I would watch with my family as I grew up, not just from the 80s, but I used to watch Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, but as an adult, it's not something I watch really, but I loved it when I was a kid. Every year since it had come out, my parents and I had watched the Santa Claus all the way, of course, until I moved out and got married, and my husband and I, we just kind of like watch any Christmas movies that make us happy. But the Santa Claus was sort of an annual movie for us. National Lampoons was an annual movie for us, a Christmas Vacation, A Christmas Carol, but specifically the one that had George C. Scott as the lead. We watched that every Christmas Eve. That was the non-negotiable in my house. We would have a charcuterie board. So like way back in the day before charcuterie boards were a thing, we always had Christmas Eve charcuterie board, and we'd watch A Christmas Carol, and yeah, that would be our Christmas Eve tradition. Obviously, things have changed a lot. You know, you get married, you have two families to manage traditions with, but growing up, that was our tradition, and going and looking at Christmas lights. And so I just wanted to share just a few of my favorite things and talk about some of the traditions that I had. I think one of my favorite Christmas memories, if I'm like looking back on childhood, my grandmother used to always come and stay with us during the holidays, and she and my mom would make homemade fudge, and they would usually make it on Christmas Eve so that we could have some on Christmas Eve with a charcuterie board, and then have some on Christmas Day, and we give some to the neighbors. And so my grandmother ended up passing away from sepsis when she was in her 80s several years ago. And prior to that, she was diagnosed with dementia, and she had started her decline, her mental decline. And, you know, so that was sad. And, you know, she had a complicated relationship with my mom and all of that. But my favorite memory, hands down, Christmas memory, I would usually sit at the dining room table and I would like color, or I would paint pictures, and we'd have the Christmas tree lit up in the living room so we could see it, and there'd be some sort of like Christmas show or whatever movie going on the TV, and we'd all be in our cozy pajamas, and my mom and my grandmother would be in the kitchen making the homemade fudge for the holidays. And they would always just be laughing and just sort of joking around and playfully arguing with each other about the measurements and how they wanted it to be cut and all of that. And then, of course, you know, my sister and I would anxiously await licking the spoon. But, you know, that's definitely a core memory that I have that's very sweet and very good. And I do hope that, even though dementia was ravaging my grandmother's brain towards the end, I do hope that she had that memory somewhere still tucked away, because she was so happy during that time. And anyways, it's one of my favorite Christmas memories, hands down, of all time. So I hope that you guys have some great Christmas memories to reflect on, and some favorite little decorations that you love to put out. And I just encourage you to just take a few minutes to reflect on the nostalgia and the memories, and connect with family and friends. And I hope that you have a great time as you plan to decorate, if that's something that you do for Christmas. So thank you for joining me. Have a good day. Here's some finger flutters. Bye.